Mark Rossella is MIA, okay? I have been trying to get a hold of him for the past month, 2 months, to settle on our next move with Cul De Sac, and he's non-responsive. Now, I have my theories. I have my concerns, and just so you know, Mark very well could be dead from an overdose. So I just want to sort of document me driving over to Rossella's house. I know we're not moving actually, but in post-production we'll go ahead and green screen this to make it look like I'm in a nondescript residential neighborhood. Come on, boy, one. He doesn't realize it, but I've always kept a key. Just in case there is any kind of a question as to where I was at a particular time. So, does all that make sense to you? Okay, good. Okay. As expected, Sleeping Beauty. This is why I call and I call and I call, and he doesn't even, I just want you to make sure that you document this, Boy Wonder, and make sure that we have this on the record. All right, focus, because this might be used in one of the episodes of Cul De Sac, because even though this is reality, and I am having genuine emotions, I'm definitely having genuine emotions right now, I have no feelings or concern whatsoever for Mark. I think if we do go to court and I have to sue Mark for breach of contract or for sabotaging Cul De Sac and for taking the work and the art that I've created for this show and turned it into, it's a goddamn, what this is like the inside of a cage at the Los Angeles City Zoo. It smells like this is, when you walk by like the monkey house, that's exactly what this smells like. The state of this condominium is probably very likely could be condemned. So what basically what we've been doing is trying to sort of bring in the reality that one would expect in a reality show, but the idea was that we were going to act the reality. And what we're seeing here is the living embodiment of a person who's probably at stage 4 intoxication, if not stage 5. Just so we know, we got oxys here, benzos, some marijuana, medical marijuana, which is a joke in and of itself, and fucking Veltrex, herpes medication. I mean, this guy's got no fucking shame, or what? Why is he fucking up my opportunities? Why does he do this? Mark, good morning! Good morning! Oh, do you need CPR? Do you need CPR? Huh? All right, you getting a shot of this? Ready? Here we go. Give me the fucking tool, motherfucker! This usually does work. I mean, you've got at drastic times call for drastic measures, and I did work at a treatment center for recovering alcoholics at one time. So what I'm doing here may seem volatile, but is perfectly within the boundaries of first aid. Fucking got balls of steel, the son of a bitch. Hey, give me that syringe that I gave you in the car. It's got adrenaline in it. I gave it to you in the car. All right. Based on the narcotics, the alcohol, sort of a combination, a pharmaceutical party, farm party as the kids say, adrenaline may be our only option. Okay. Helter skelter, motherfucker.
What are you doing, man? It's adrenaline! It's supposed to wake you up, you drunk fucking high fuck! I am awake, motherfucker! What are you doing in my house?
Fuck you! What am I doing in your
in your house? Why would you fucking ask such a stupid question? You haven't answered the fucking phone. You're unreachable. I put my heart and my fucking soul into Cul De Sac. It is my opus, and you are raining on my fucking parade!
That's a tricky question. You're asking if I saw Mark use drugs or alcohol. Saw? No. Did I observe behavior that would lead me to believe that he was trying to sneak away to maybe use in secret, that he had just used and was now operating under the effects of these drugs and alcohol and whatever mood-altering substance he took? Yeah.
Where was Mark? That's what I wanted to know for the most part. Where was Mark? Was Mark getting high on set?
I had no idea that Mark Rossella was under the influence of anything when he vomited on my desk. I just assumed there was a flu going around. It was a tremendous amount of vomit, and I did have to get rid of the desk.
I don't want to spread rumors, but I will tell you what I saw. Actually, I saw things. I went to the bathroom in between takes, and I went to the bathroom, and the bathroom was unlocked, so I just walked in, and to my surprise, I saw Mark snorting a line.
Never seen it. That's what it is. So yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
What are you drinking? It's just a little...
Captain Morgan and lemonade. I call it golden arr.
Mark is an alcoholic. I think everyone is aware of this. He has a serious drinking problem. I have a soft spot in my heart because my family's filled with alcoholism, so I get it.
Cast members think I have a drinking problem. Obviously, I have no problem drinking. It's the not drinking that I have a problem with.
He has been high. He's been high the whole time. I mean, the stuff he talks about, the way he carries himself. I mean, come on, who does that being sober?
I think anybody who works with David Waterman needs some sort of cocktail or leveler or OxyContin or Vicodin or pills or a large dose of heroin.
Excuse me, could you please cross the street? Thank you.
Pedestrians in this neighborhood are like out of control.
You know, I never know what the fuck to expect out of Dave. First, he shows up dressed in these army fatigues. I didn't want to discuss it. I didn't want to get into it with him. I don't care. You know, whatever his agenda is for dressing up like a fucking soldier. I guess he was in the National Guard or something. I don't know what he was. I think he was a fucking nurse.
Dancing with the Stars, Survivor. You can sort of see that all of these do have one important component within life that is not being addressed at all, and that's death.
So am I advocating drug use? I'm not advocating. Is sometimes you have to take measures to get through the whatever I'm talking about? Yes, you have to do those things.
Beyond the fact that you had slipped and you're drinking again and your drugs are more important than anything else in your life, it's the top of your to-do list.
You know, I had a few slips. I have a history. I have a long history of substance abuse, behavioral disorders. I have the whole gamut of all the fucking things you don't want your children to do. I do them.
And as is the case now with Mark, dealing with some pretty significant addiction issues, he's always been really, out in the open, and I applaud him for that transparency. He's got alcohol and other drug issues that have plagued him his entire life, and he's recently had a slip.
Mark's at it again. Mark's dipping into the cough syrup.
You know I'm going through foreclosure. You know I got legal pending issues going on. You know I just recently had a relapse. I almost had 4.5 months. It happens.
He's back on the sauce. He's functional and capable of doing his job as a director, but I'm going to have to take the reins a little bit more than I'd anticipated in terms of a production and sort of creative sort of vision for the show. While you were in a drunken haze and while you were completely incapacitated, I took the steps that I felt were important to open up the next chapter of Cul De Sac. That chapter has been opened up. It's not going to close again. When Mark comes out of his sort of, drug-addled haze and begins to sort of, get a clarity on where the show's gone, he's going to be very pleased. I think he's going to be very pleased.
He thinks that, I drift in and out of reality. That's true. But what these guys, what these fucking people don't understand is I still have my finger on the pulse. I come in and out of reality, but I still for the pretty much part, on my worst fucking day, I'm a step ahead of these motherfuckers.
I don't know if he knows which way is up. I really don't. Sometimes I'm amazed that he's standing on his own 2 feet without somebody propping him up.
This is really Mark and my last chance at achieving anything close to some kind of notoriety when it comes to our artistic visions, our aspirations to be, in my case, an actor, and in Mark's case, a director, a producer. We have to pull out all the stops. His drug thing, his addiction, it is what it is, and so I kind of have to make sense of this and really kind of stay in tune with where Cul De Sac is going to set itself apart from any other reality show ever produced or ever to be produced. I'm out of here. This is what's happening with Cul De Sac. The ball's in your court, and the mortgage, your sobriety, your alimony, and your 3 fucked up daughters, 2 of which I'm not even going to go there, are what you should be thinking about. Can I use the hot tub?
Here's the thing. I have 1 known daughter. 1. The other 2, there's never been a DNA thing done. They would be grown people at this time in their 20s. So in that time, I was heavily involved in narcotics and alcoholism. So is it possible that I'm the biological father of these total 3 women? It's possible.
I understand that it's not Mark doing those things. It is the addiction. I come from a family with addiction problems. So I'm able to separate the 2, and he has apologized. I know he's working on getting clean. It's a struggle. We have unconditional love for each other, and I know he's really working through it. So we've made up and we've moved on, and we're good.
Yeah, for sure.
I do want to make sure that
Mark,
everyone...
you're getting this? Luke is going to come in and kind of take on a producer hat for not only so he can see the new talent auditions, but also so that he can kind of see some movement. Right?
And I'll keep it really simple. It doesn't have to be, that show we did a long time ago. It was a little more intense, but just really basic, natural abilities. I'd like to make sure that, just to see what I'm working with. Because sometimes, if someone says they're an actor, your moves. So I had to leave the audition because Mark threw a chair at my face, and I'm not going to tolerate that behavior, so I walked off the set.
But I'm not going to defend what this is, whatever I'm doing with here. But who's the judge? Who's to point fucking fingers? I'm a human being. I have problems. I have flaws. But at the end of the day, I get the fucking job done. I get it fucking done.
Somehow he does his job. He functions. Awesome, dude. Awesome, bro. But it's not a question of, is Mark going to show up fucked up today? Or might we get sober Mark and actually get things done in less than fucking all of eternity? The question is, how fucked up is Mark going to be when he inevitably arrives fucked up?
I feel like Mark's drug addiction is of benefit for the whole show, for the whole production. He's managing it well.
But this is a very stressful industry. We're out there in the fields. We're out there trying to give you the best entertainment you possibly could hope for. We're out there breaking our fucking asses, you know what I mean? And here we are. I don't begrudge anybody taking a drink, taking a bump, taking a shoot up, handling a cache of cocaine.
But yeah, I consider myself clean. 8 days clean and sober. I'm on a nicotine patch as well, so I'm trying to get off the cigarette thing, and we can all point fingers at stuff. I have a long history of addiction. Whether it's gambling or a sexual thing or narcotics or alcohol. Yeah, I run the whole gamut. I've never shied away from any of them. I live a full life. But as of today, like I said, I have 8 days. not counting the pain pills because I need those. That's legitimate. That's a doctor's script that I did injure myself. And once that script is done, I'm not refilling it, and I'm only taking it as it's prescribed.
I've heard about Mark going back to fucking rehab. And let me tell you what I think about it. Lottie fucking da. What a fucking surprise, man. That guy doesn't just fall off the wagon. That guy has never even fucking seen a wagon, man.
Mark Rossella is drinking again. And what makes it pathetic is that, yeah, Mark is a recovering alcoholic. I knew him in the rooms of AA myself because I do network in 12-step meetings. It is just what some people do. And I'm one of them.
And in closing, all I want to say is what I witnessed today.
When he saw the attention that Charlie Sheen got for his slip, this is when Mark started drinking.
In closing, all I want to say, I don't know what I want to say, but what I will say is that in closing, I appreciate all the people that showed up and that poured their heart out.
Mark was wasted. Oh my god.
And they're really hoping that they can be part of this wonderful I'm wholeheartedly fucking delirious that they all wanted to be part of this show.
Mark was not here directing, he was not here supervising, he was not here producing, he was here just in physical presence, but he was gone. I don't even know if he's gonna have any memories and remembrance from today. I hope he feels shame tomorrow when he wakes up.
Because in honesty, if the show doesn't make it, it's the end of my story, and I might as well just jump off a fucking bridge. So, God bless, and fuck off.
Like, I heard Mark had a drinking problem, I heard he had a problem. I didn't really believe it, but like, he wasn't even hiding it. Mark is out to lunch and having cocktails.
Cut it. Cut it! Cut it, motherfucker!